Hello, creative people. Welcome back to another video review for filmandgamecomposers.com. I am going to be your host for this evening, morning, afternoon, early hours of dawn if you're a nocturnal bat, whatever time you're joining us. And my name is Meena Shamaly. Today I'll be taking you through Bad Cat Media's Indi Glock. So that is the new library from Bad Cat Media Group, and it's a fairly new developer, I believe. They've got a few useful toys. So you got the music box, which I have, and it's excellent. Well worth the $20. The mini keys, bass pedals, which I don't have, but maybe I'll have it soon. And this new toy, the Indi Glock, $20. Runs in Kontakt 5.3. That's the full version of Kontakt, so it is not going to run in the free player if that's what you have. So if you don't have the full version of Kontakt yet, I don't know what you're doing. Go ahead and get it. It is one of the most useful things ever invented in the field of music. It also runs in EXS24, for our Logic cohort. And let's get into it. So, as you can tell by the name, this is a glockenspiel. And the library comes with two patches, Indi Glock, Indi Glock Muted. As you can tell by the name, it's just a different set of samples. One of them is muted. Who knew? So we'll have a quick listen to what it actually sounds like. Straight out of the box. This is how it comes. Nice sound. Nice, magical glockenspiel. And the muted sounds like this. So, it's a very decent sound, and I like it. It's very usable. It can be used for a variety of different contexts. Whether indie is meant to say, hey, we are evoking, indie pop or indie rock or whatever kind of music, you may use that. You could do that. You play a little guitar, ukulele, and then have a little, or with Indi Glock, and you hold down the pedal and it holds down. And I dare say this is very useful in an orchestral context as well, because it stands out above. It can stand out above the orchestra. So let's have a look at the interface. The interface, similar for both patches. You get a reverb, and the decay. This also correlates to the reverb, and you get stereo width, you get attack and release. So the reverb sounds like this. Usually comes about here. And you can control how long the decay goes for. So a short decay just kind of places it in the room. Long decay. You put the reverb right up. This is a pretty nice sound. And the stereo width. So what it sounds like without it. And put it up here or something. So you can instantly widen up the sound. I would say check it in mono as well to make sure you're not losing anything. So in mono, it'll probably sound a little crunchier because of the way this stereo enhancer works. And these effects, by the way, can be accessed and further manipulated from the back panel. So this is the stereo enhancer, which is what's on at the moment. As you can see, so you turn off the stereo enhancers here. This one gets bypassed, and the reverb is a send. It's a convolution send. So it comes with an impulse response from the actual provided by the library. And you can probably change it if you want to. From any of the presets that come with Kontakt. So you can do a lot with it from within Kontakt itself. So yes, that's that. Next up we have the attack and release. So attack, as you can tell, is starts sounding like the front end of the sound of a glass harmonica. Speaking of glass harmonica, there's a glass harmonica library by Sonic Couture, which I am craving. Side note, you didn't really need to know that, but this is just what it reminds me of. And release is, as you can guess, I usually put it all the way up. I don't know how... I can't remember the last time I played the Glock, so I don't know if there is a way to mute it that is sort of like a sustain... It's not a sustain pedal. What am I saying? Forget that. It is... Most likely, it's how you play it, whether you hit it and take it off and let it ring, or you just hit it down. That's probably where the muted is. I feel so ignorant right now. Yeah, that is most likely what it is. I have played Glocks before. Just... That's besides the point. Moving on. See what these effects sound like on the muted Glock. So the reverb. So you put it down here and it just sounds like it's in the room. And you put up the stereo width. Attack. You can turn it right up after you do that, and it's fine. So that is the library as it comes. And it's really great, and for 20 bucks, I think it's a fantastic sound. Don't know how long it took to do it, but that is besides the point as well. I'm speaking a lot of things that are besides the point, so ignore them, and we'll focus on the library, which is 20 bucks, and sounds fantastic. The disclaimer I'm putting here in my review is that I got an NFR copy, which I should have mentioned at the beginning of the video, but that's fine, you know that. And you can take it with however many grains of salt you need. But I personally would use it in my own music, and to further that point, I have actually written a track for it. Now, one of the things I like to do, anyone who knows my music, is I like to mess around with sounds beyond what a library can provide. So the easiest thing to do is, so this is the library, is you tune it right down an octave. And you can do a lot with that. Here's one I prepared earlier. No, I tuned that down as well. So that's minus 24. And put that in minus 24 and it sounds like this. put that back at -12, combine it with the original samples. There's a lot you can do with it. So, you can also do that with the muted as well. Put them together. And instantly, I have, for me, tripled the amount of patches possible in the library, just by tuning it up or tuning it down. I haven't tuned it up actually. Let me try. This is the original. Oh, you can do some damage with that if you want. Up 24. Why not? A bit of shimmer. Amplify that somehow, and you could probably do some more stuff with it. The other thing I like to do is I like to run it through quite a bit of effects. So this is the track that I wrote. I actually didn't use the natural samples. I tuned up everything and I put it all through effects. So through Guitar Rig, I have a bit of reverb and a bit of delay and a bit of reverse reverb, reverse delay, and it sounds kind of like this. Just the one without tuning up or down. As you can see, I put up the attack as well. Messed around with some of the effects. Tuned it down 12. Messed around with the attack as well. And tuned it down to 24. Messed about with the attack and... So this is the point I'm making, is that however good the samples are is indicative of what else you can do with it. So the samples are recorded at really good quality. Excellent quality, actually. I don't think I can actually complain about them at all. You put them through effects, you put them through reverb, you mess around with the attack and tuning, and it comes up with some pretty great results, or what I think are pretty great results for what I like to do with them. I like to really manipulate it. So, I will leave you with this. The Indi Glock. This little demo I wrote called Suspended Motion. And enjoy it. $20 for Kontakt 5.3 or ESX24. And I hope you enjoy it. We will see you in the next one.